Om Jnanavramsya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Prabhu's Matajis, thank you very much for keeping your appointment with Krishna today. Today is 21st of August 2025 and today we'll be discussing verse number 14.26 from Bhagavad Gita. Mam cha yo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitaam brahma bhuyaya kalpate mam cha yo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitaam brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Translation by Divine Geshe Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Jai Shri Prabhupada. So Hare Krishna is a very wonderful verse. You can learn very good lessons from this. See, this verse is a reply to Arjuna's third question, that is, what is the means of attaining to the transcendental position? See, the connection between 13th chapter and 14th chapter. Chapter 13 explained how the living entity, that is the Purusha, no, is entangled in the external energy, Prakriti, due to his desire for enjoyment. That is the 13th chapter. And the 14th chapter explains, which we are going through, how the material energy binds the soul through the three modes of material nature, as it was indicated in 13.22 in the previous chapter, no, knowledge. So the same knowledge which was given in 13.22 Bhagavad-gītā is expanded in the 14th chapter. So the key verse connecting 13th and 14th chapter is 13.22. See this very nice verse. Mamchayo avibicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samati ityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. See the modes, it can catch us anytime. It is always a constant struggle for us with the modes. So this verse 14.26 in Bhagavad Gita, it tells us how to come out of the modes of material nature. See, every time devotee is in difficulty, no? Why? Because it is because he is in the modes. There is no reason other than this. And a very important point which you understand is when we are devotees, and when we are devotees also we are in the modes. That means it is understood that we are really not devotees but struggling devotees. So this is why this verse is very important. We should be actually very careful to understand that the modes can catch us anytime. And every day we are in it. And it's very important to come out of the modes. So this is the first point. Modes can catch us anytime. Second point is chastity in devotional service makes us unfeeling. We saw the word in the translation, unfeeling. The word in this verse is avyabhicharena. Avyabhicharena. The root of this word is chastity. See, we know chastity very often in the sense that a wife is very chaste to her husband, and the husband must be equally chaste to his wife. This is the way that we know chastity in this world. So this chastity is coming from the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, our chastity is only to Krishna. And it's best known by service to Guru. Because without Guru, one cannot come to Krishna. So this is the point we have to understand. So Srila Prabhupada translates avyabhicharena as without fail, and that is chastity. Chastity means that in any situation, without fail, we are loyal. And if in all circumstances we behave like this, then we are successful. See, even husband and wife, no matter how much trouble they may have, but if they are loyal to each other, they will succeed. So in the same way, as long as we are loyal to Krishna and to his bona fide representative, we will always succeed in devotional service. So this is a starting point, and that is why unfailing, without fail, is very important. The way we do bhakti should be in this manner. See, otherwise, bhakti, if it is not performed in this manner, what will happen to us? Eventually, we will fall into the modes of material nature, even while doing our devotional service. See, in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 29th chapter, Kapila Muni explains devotional service in various modes. Devotional service in various, how it is in various modes. So these verses, they shows practically that even as devotee, if we are not careful, no, the devotional service can be executed. Even if see, we are devotees, okay. But if we are not careful, even devotional service can be executed, but it will be mixed devotional service. And when it is mixed, no, we may be proud thinking, oh, we are out of the modes. But our behavior shows that we are still in the modes. So devotional service in different modes. That is the third point. That is, how are the devotional service different? How is it? Number one, devotion in the mode of ignorance. Bhagavatam 3:29-8 says, devotional service executed by a person who is envious, proud, violent, and angry, and who is a separatist, is considered to be in the mode of darkness. Srila Prabhupada says in the purport, one who approaches the Supreme Lord to render devotional service, but who is proud of his personality, envious of others, or vengeful, is in the mode of anger. He thinks that he is the best devotee. Devotional service executed in this way is not pure. It is mixed and is of the lowest grade, tamasaha. That's why devotion in the mode of, this is mode of ignorance. The second is devotion in the mode of passion. So 329.9 says, worship of deities in the temple by a separatist with a motive for material enjoyment, fame and opulence is devotion in the mode of passion. See, my Guru Maharaj used to say that Krishna's interest is that Krishna wants us to glorify him. And if we are not doing that, then our interest and Krishna's interest are not in line. Therefore, we are separatist. The reason we are not peaceful, even after so many years of devotional service, is because we are performing mixed devotional service. That is why we are always in trouble. So this is devotion passions. Then the third one is devotion in the mode of goodness. So Bhagavatam 3:29-10 says, when a devotee worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead and offers the results of his activities in order to free himself from the inabilities of fruitive activities, his devotion is in the mode of goodness. So this is the first step in becoming peaceful in devotional service. Otherwise, if you do not have the idea of offering to Krishna, even in devotional activities, see, we want results, right? There also we want results. Then we cannot even start to become a devotee. Srila Prabhupada, he cautioned in book distribution. Prabhupada says, mere distribution of books is good. Mere distribution of books is good. But better than that is you read the books and behave according to the books. So if you do this, then distribution of books becomes natural. And my Guru Maharaj always emphasized on studying of books and said that when you study, automatically when you speak, you are distributing the books. That is the way to distribute the books. So devotion in mode of goodness is the closest to pure devotional service. So in any activity you do, offer the result to Krishna. So devotion in mode of ignorance, then passion and goodness. Then Prabhupada says, full devotional service, not just devotional service. In the translation of 14.26 says, see, as devotees, we have come out of this gross attachment. And we think that we are doing a very nice sadhana. Our devotion is very good. No, we are thinking like that. Prabhupada, in the translation 14.26, gives us the formula for attaining pure state. And that is one who engages in full devotional service. Not just devotional service, but full devotional service. That means our day must be full of Krishna activities. We have to transfer our consciousness to Krishna activities. That is all we have to do. Once, we asked our Guru Maharaj, what is the problem with the modes of nature? He responded, the modes of material nature forces us to think of everyone and anyone except Krishna. Modes of material nature forces us to think of everyone and anyone except Krishna. This is a symptom of being in the modes. Then we come to another point. We are not material product, but we are transcendental product. We are not material product, we are transcendental product. Bhagavatam 175 declares, Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam trigunatmakam paropi manute anartham tatkritam cha vipadyate. Due to this external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of material nature, thinks of himself as a material product and thus undergoes the reactions of material miseries. See, factually, the modes do not touch us. Very beautiful verse in Bhagavatam 3, 7, 11, which we can make us understand very nicely. Yata jale chandramashah kampadistat krito gunah drishyate asannapi drashtur atmano anatmano gunah. See, the translation is so beautiful. Please hear carefully. As the moon is reflected on water, appears to be to the seer to tremble, to move, right? Due to being associated with the quality of the water. So the self associated with matter appears to be qualified as matter. So we think that the water's quality is our quality. And we forget that we are like the moon. And that is our defect. So every time something hurts us, emotionally and mentally, we are disturbed. Immediately we should see what we should know. We should immediately think that we are transcendental. We are actually a transcendental product. We are the moon. We are not the water. This is because the gross things only affecting our body and mind. Actually, it does not affect our soul. These modes. So just by thinking like this, with unfailing determination, we can come out of the modes. This way, see, the way out is very wonderfully described in 3.7.12 of Bhagavatam. Savai nivritti dharmena vasudevanukampaya bhagavad bhakti yogena tirodhatte shaneriha. But that misconception of self-identity can be diminished gradually by the mercy of the personality of God, Vasudeva, through the process of devotional service to the Lord in the mode of detachment. See, this is the only verse in Srimad Bhagavatam that tells us directly how we can differentiate our real nature from the material modes. So the royal way is given. Savai nivritti dharmena. Nivritti means to come out, to detach. So, but becoming detached from the world does not mean we are attached to Krishna. Very important point. Okay, we are detached. That does not mean we are attached to Krishna, whereas we have to. So that is why we see so many these Babajis, who say that they are denounced, but so much attached to so many material things. So we should be sthane sthitaha. Please be situated in your own situations. We can be brahmachari even while being grasta. This is a very wonderful point my Maharaj used to say. One of my godmother, he was getting married. So Maharaj told him, the fire of brahmacharya you should never leave. Every junction of your life where you change the ashrama, you have to increase the quality and quantity of devotional service. Increase it. And that is how you counter the modes. We do not leave our situation, but be fixed in devotional service. He said, move forward. And he said, increase the quality of your devotional service. If you do all this, Krishna will take care of your wife, Krishna will take care of your children, Krishna will take care of the Grihastha. This is a royal way. Otherwise, middle modes will consume us. See, we have to fix ourselves after becoming detached. How to be fixed? There is only one way to be fixed. That is blessings of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas. You must take shelter of the Vasudeva. Vasudeva Anukampaya. See, only with the mercy of Krishna and his devotees can we come out of the material modes. See, the truth of the matter is, until we get the blessings of Guru and Prabhupada and Krishna and the Vaishnavas, we cannot come out of on our own. We have no strength. And if we know this, we should be very careful not to be proud of our situation. The moment we become proud of our situation, there is no Bhagavata. Then we are in the modes. See, it's a gradual process. Tirodate Shaneri here. That is, we should not lose courage. It is a long road. Bhakti Yoga is not a 100-meter sprint. It is a marathon. Another wonderful point is, Krishna and devotional service never fail us. Krishna and devotional service never fail us. The example of Bharat Maharaj is a case in point. Bharat Maharaj was such a powerful king, and he was a very great devotee of the Lord, right? And the time came for him to renounce everything and totally concentrate on Krishna. So he went to the Pulash Ashrama and started performing devotional service. One day, when he was sitting down to meditate, he saw a female deer being chased by a lion and became so afraid of the lion that while jumping, the deer gave birth, right, to a child and died. So there was no one to protect the small deer which was born. Bharat Maharaj became very compassionate and he became so much attached to the deer. And Prabhupada writes that because he took so much care of the deer, he forgot to take care of devotion and gradually forgot the rules and regulations of advancing in devotional service. So that's why if we neglect devotional service will neglect us. And when we neglect devotional service, eventually we will fall down into the modes. So when our sadhana is not good, our reading is not daily, when our chanting is not really loving, when we do not turn up for Mangalarati, then our devotional service must eventually go. Actually, daily we must be initiated. Daily we wake up. Daily we have Mangalarati. Daily there is a struggle, but this struggle is good. See, Bharat Maharaj's arguments were like seemingly favorable that the deer is orphaned and as a Vaishnava it is duty to give protection. See, even while doing devotional service, he was very anxious about the whereabouts of the deer, Bharat Maharaj. So what happens? So in this way, our devotional service is interrupted. See, our devotional service is not strong. In the name of devotional service, we are in the modes. Now, because the motive is to please Krishna is absent, then the devotional service is interrupted. That motive should be there. Actually, it should be unmotivated bhakti, but motive if is there, it should be to please Krishna. That was absent. That's why devotional service also interrupted. Ahai tuki apratiheta. It cannot be done. So Bharat Maharaj was so much concerned with affection for the deer and thinking that way, and what happened? He died. And the next life he became the deer. So at the end of your life, if you see, my Guru Maharaj, very nice point he said, at the end of your life, if you see wife and you are attached to a wife, next life you will wear the sari. And if the wife is attached to the husband, next life she will wear the pant. In Srimad Bhagavatam, King Puranjana was very much attached to his wife. And next life he became Queen Puranjani. See, the beauty of Krishna consciousness is that when Bharat Maharaj became a deer, very beautiful understanding we have to take. See, this is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. That when Bharat Maharaj became a deer, Krishna gave him the memory to remember his previous life. And the reason Prabhupada gives is, Krishna gave him remembrance so that he could have the chance to repent. And as a deer, Bharat Maharaj sincerely repented. He remembered, right? So this is because one who performs any form of devotional service, Krishna will never fail them. So when we read this verse 14.26 Bhagavad Gita, there are two meanings to it. See, the translation goes, one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances. And here, unfailing in all circumstances, it refers to the nature of the devotional service. And devotional service is unfailing. Devotional service will never fail us. We may fail Krishna, but Bhakti never fails us. The second meaning is that we must perform devotional service with unwavering determination. So the word unfailing refers to two things. One, our obligation to Krishna must be unfailing. Two, Krishna's and Guru's promise to us never fails. Such a nice point. So Krishna's promise to us is greater than any promise we can give to Krishna. He is unfailing in taking care of us. See, Bharat Maharaj, he fell victim to the modes. We are falling victim to the modes. See, we should be courageous and never fail to continue our devotional service. Come what may. Because devotional service will never fail us. There is no loss. It's only gain. See, at the time of our death, Krishna will make some arrangement. Guru will make some arrangement. Somehow or the other, they will make arrangement to bring us back to Krishna or give us the facility in the next life to continue where we left. And that is what happened to Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj became a deer and he died, remembering Krishna. And Krishna gave him the body of pure devotee, Jadabrata, who was considered mad by the general people, right? We must always remember that madness for Krishna will save us. Please remember this point. Jadabrata, they were considering him as mad, no? So we must always remember that madness for Krishna will save us. And all other madness will kill us. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। तागोत वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो। Thank you very much, Prabhu Mataji, for this opportunity to glorify the Lord and purify us. If you have any questions or any point you felt very nice, you can share. Hare Krishna.